My name is Brady Piazzi, actress, singer, and all-around fabulous person. I'm also a trans woman trying to make sense of where our whānau is at in these exciting but challenging times. So, I'm going on a journey of discovery to record the unrecorded history of trans people of all generations. I want to know what their struggles were, how they overcame them, and how one generation built something beautiful and valuable for the next. In the 60s and 70s, being trans was not easy. It was even harder if you weren't Pākehā. Kia ora! Today, I'm visiting Gemmah, a survivor of that era. She's a member of Ahakoa Te Aha, a Takatapui kapa haka group founded in memory of a sister who didn't survive.
Kaupapa of Ahakoa Te Aha is in the name. Ahakoa Te Aha means no matter what. I think it's a wero to people, or a challenge, even an invite. Because we love our culture, we love singing, being together.
Thank you.
We're just trying to put a program together for BGO.
BGO, that's the Big Gay Out, the biggest LGBTQI++ festival in Aotearoa.
At one time, the actual performing group was maybe 40 or 50, but everyone's growing, got lives, taking them out of Auckland. I was brought up on a farm, about 50, 60 miles from Gisborne, and we had everything. My family relocated to Maniriwa, chasing the dollar. Once I moved to Auckland, it was a culture shock as big as.
But Auckland didn't work out.
My father died in 1978, and we buried him back in Gisborne. My second eldest brother was bringing me back to Auckland, and I got to the drive and I said to him, I don't want to go home. So he just reversed and off back to visit my other brother in Wellington. Off I went, never looked back. My brother, he was great until I told him I wanted to be like Carmen.
40-year-old Carmen certainly stands out in a crowd. Since she had her first hormone shots 20 years ago, she has also served time in Mount Crawford prison for running a brothel.
You better watch that Zoom, Mr. Cameraman. Because I do hear that you did see her on the road once.
We saw her walking towards us. My brother, he must have known I was looking at her. He goes, you know that person over there? Yeah, the one in red. He goes, yeah, male? Oh, all the lights went on.
Like her traffic light, eh?
I want to be like that. Yeah, like a traffic light, eh? Yeah.
And so you said you wanted to be like that. What was his reaction?
Told me to get out the vehicle. When I saw Carmen, it jolted me into actually making up my mind. Because before I saw Carmen, I didn't think it was a possibility.
Like so many trans women, Carmen was treated like the butt of the joke. But she wasn't. She was an activist who stood up for the rights of our people. And she did it with humour and style. Seeing Carmen in real life gave Gemmah the momentum to take the next step.
My transitioning started 1979-ish. I didn't know anything about hormones until I started meeting other girls, and we used to share hormones. That was our mentality back then. You try and take 10 when you're only supposed to take 2, thinking you'll wake up the next day with some way. And they was the best yucky. I was told by the doctor not to take them.
But coming out as trans came at a very high price for Gemmah.
Once I became Gemmah, jobs just weren't around.
Was there anything that you had to resort to?
Oh, street work. Living on the street was a bit dicey. We just survived. went to work, make sure our rent is paid and stuff like that. Sometimes it didn't get paid. But we got through that. We shared clothes, we shared hair if we had some, or we shared everything. The police, there were a few sketchy moments when they come and drag us out of bed down to the station. I suppose there was a line-up.
And so, like Carmen and many others of that time, Gemmah landed up in jail.
I was a resident at Mount Eden for a while, and during that time I found that there was no support for whakawahine. And I thought, well, that's got to change. And so when I got out, I wanted to do support work within the prison. My part was to go in and be with girls that were there. Also, I was able to, help with the process of girls being able to go to female prison.
Yeah.
Because, that was the aim of what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Just to make life inside a bit more comfortable for girls.
You're doing for those girls what needed to be done for you. And that's what I call a leader in our community. I'm so honoured that people like you are here with us. Sorry. Once out of prison, these trans women need to reintegrate back into society. Gemmah and Shannon, another member of Ahakoa Te Aha, work together to help them.
Ended up finding a couple of houses out King Seat Way.
It's a beautiful kaupapa.
And the girls that are homeless, there's one out there that needs somewhere to live.
Yeah.
If she plays the game and is allowed to come and live at the house, well then, yeah.
A lot of our trans community have been disowned by family members, have been discriminated against, and that still continues today. A lot of their issues are drug and alcohol, lack of confidence.
They usually come out of inside and go back to
Their old lifestyle.
their old lifestyle because they have nothing else to go to. Well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Good to catch up with you again.
But, like Gloria Gaynor says, we will survive. At the big gay out, on the same day I was performing, so were Ahakoa Te Aha.
Every year we come to support our community in terms of Tairawhiti, LGBT, here in Tāmaki Makaurau. So, really excited.
But just 10 days before their performance, another trans icon sadly passed away.
I just want to take a minute to send some love for Georgina.
Georgina Bayer, the world's first openly transgender parliamentarian, died on 6th of March 2023. Her shoes will be hard to fill.
Georgina is one of our elders. She was one of our elders in our community, and she was always an advocate for Tairawhiti. So I just feel that the loss is there, but she was such a strong character that we just move on, get on with it, yeah.
And so, Ahakoa Te Aha, get on stage and get on with it.